Hi, I'm Coach Shayain. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. I have a dear friend and a very special guest, Joe Higgins here. So Joe is actually a wheelchair basketball coach and a recreational golfer. So we're going to talk about the biggest rule in golf, the unwritten rule that most golfers, beginner golfers, don't know anything about. And Joe is gonna help me out. We're gonna do a 3-part series, starting with part 1 today. Let's get started. Okay, so the biggest etiquette rule and unwritten golf rule that most people that learn golf would never know about, or that isn't spoken about very often. It's called pace of play. So if you're new to my channel and have no idea what any of the golf terminology means, pace of play essentially is time management. Don't go late to work, don't show up late to school. Well, you can't show up late to a golf course, A, and B, they're almost kind of keeping track of each hole that you play. So the first 9 holes, they say, should be about 2 hours. If you're reaching into the 2-hour and 30 mark, then you know on the back 9, you need to hurry up a little bit. So pace of play is time management. In golf, usually nobody cares how good you are, or if you can hit every driver straight, or if you just, 2-putt on every hole. But would you agree they really care about pace of play and if you're keeping up with the group in front of you?
Yeah, pace of play is everybody's challenge and everybody's opportunity to show how to do it and how to enjoy yourself while you do it.
Absolutely. So if you're new to golf and you've been invited to a golf tournament, or a friend's invited you out, and you're panicking and you're stressing yourself out because you're thinking, I have no idea what you're doing. Nobody cares how beautiful your swing looks. They just care when you're on top of the golf ball, how long are you taking to hit that first shot? So what usually happens is, I'm sure you've been there because I've been there before, your brain starts going, you start analyzing your swing, you're like, can I do this, can I not do this? The chatter in your head is so much that when you're over top of the ball, you're literally panicking and you're taking like 2 or 3 minutes trying to figure out what to do, right?
Yep, that's exactly the mental part of sport, is being prepared and having a routine that you can execute at speed and comfort.
Great. So speaking about routine, why don't we show the beginner golfer what their setup should look like in terms of how fast, and then they can practice that in their homes to get used to it. Probably also turn a timer on onto their phone, right? Just to see what everything looks like from start to finish until they swing. And speaking about routine, Mr. Basketball, I always like to think about routine, like how you would tell your players when they're going to shoot a free throw, like what does that look like for them? Is it 2 bounces? Is it a swirl of the ball? Is it a deep breath? And most very good basketball players, like Steve Nash, some of our favorite Canadians, they have a very structured routine before they go up to the free throw line. So what would be your basketball routine?
So my basketball routine is making sure that everything I do with that routine is repeatable and short. Because the longer your routine takes, or the more steps your routine has, the more things that can go wrong, both mentally and physically. So whether you're golfing, whether you're shooting a free throw, do the things that help you execute the shot. So this is where Coach Cheyenne's videos of alignment and grip, all those things have to become second nature, just like grabbing a basketball has to become second nature. Then you just go through the routine of, okay, I've got my grip, I know my aim, I know what club I'm pulling.
Yep.
And then when you get to execute the shot, you practice all your routines first without a ball, without equipment. Just do it at home. And then as you get comfortable, then you can take it onto the range, onto the grass,
Absolutely.
and just give it a go.
Absolutely. So thanks for the plug, Joe. If you haven't watched my videos on gaps, so grip, aim, posture, and stance, at the end of this video, there will be a video that you can click on, as well as in the description below, all information about Joe and what he's been up to, as well as all of my videos will be in the description below. Before we go any further though, Joe, I do want to make sure that our audience knows that this is a safe space. This is a welcoming space. Whatever we share, we're sharing with good intention and not trying to single out any group out there, but more so educational. Joe has been teaching me so much about adaptive golf, and I just want to share it with everybody else as well, because I feel like it's something that maybe doesn't get spoken about too often. So I come from a safe and comfortable space. And what about you? Anything you want to share with the viewers who might have questions for you, that might be nervous or think that it's like inappropriate to ask or not sure?
I think the most important thing that I like to encourage people to understand is, as long as you put the person first and whatever their limitations are or whatever their challenges are as a secondary component of who they are, you'll be in a good spot to ask questions, to recognize that it's not about being perfect, it's about doing your best. So whether you're on the golf course or whether you're going to the 19th hole, what we try to do is just make sure that we're trying to be inclusive and bring more people to golf and keep more people in golf.
Great. So let's talk about setup. We're going to do it actually right here, because we're going to show you how you would do it in your home, right? Or anywhere that you are. So for me, very Canadian of us, this Maple Leaf is going to be my golf ball. And you know what? I'm just going to do it right here. So I'm going to pretend like I'm going in that direction. I'm just going to drop and move the other maple leaves out of the way. My pen will be my golf club. So this is my ball. I stand behind my ball, looking towards the hole, the direction I want to go in. I'm finding the target, so I'm going to pick this leaf as where I want to go towards. Then I would come on this side, breathing. I have my grip. I'm closing my feet in front of my golf ball, or in my house with a coin or whatever you have. I open my feet evenly. I'm breathing. My knees are nice and relaxed. And swing. So in a fast forwarding, how it actually looks is I do 2 practice swings here, just so I get my feel and flow going. I come, I look, I close my feet, open, swing. So that probably would take me about 30 seconds to do on every tee box or before every single one of my shots. So I'm not standing and overthinking and going crazy with my mind. I'm breathing, I'm standing up, and I've done this a lot of times, so now it's my routine. What about yourself, Joe? What does it look like for you?
So as a golfer with a disability, I have to do my routine a little differently, because some components are going to take longer. So some components have to be shorter. So where Coach Shayain does her 2 warm-up swings, I do my warm-up swings first in my head,
Okay.
and second, I'll do them live while Coach Shayain is doing her warm-up swings. I'll do my warm-up swings behind her so that I don't distract her, but that when I go to address the golf ball, I've already done everything.
Right.
And so then I'm just swinging,
Got
because
it.
my setup will take longer getting there. And so my goal is always, how can I make it faster without affecting the quality of my shot and not rushing my shot?
Right. So would you be first on the tee box or last, or where do you like to go into the rotation?
So when we're talking pace of play and comfort, I try to always position myself in the middle of the hitting routine.
Okay.
So I believe in ready golf. So the first person that's ready to hit off the tee,
Yeah.
they can hit off the tee, and I try to be second or third in the group.
Got it.
So that I then have time to get back on my golf cart, start driving to my ball, and
Got it.
try to get to my ball before the other person, so that then my setup,
Right. Makes sense.
if it takes a little longer,
yeah.
you can still execute it.
Okay. Would you like to show them what it looks like, or what are some things that you do?
Yeah, so I'll show you my at-home routine
Yep.
that I will practice doing, just like what Coach Shayain did, and now we'll do the difference. So, Coach Shayain, if you go to your ball and
Yes.
pretend you're hitting,
Yes.
at this point, I'm already preparing for my shot.
Right.
So I'm getting off my cart or getting to the tee box and positioning myself behind her safely so that I can watch her shot, but also her practice swing, my practice swing.
All right. So practice swing.
Her practice swing, my practice swing.
Oh, really nice. Okay. So you're doing it with me, but not interfering in my routine. And then when I'm over top of the ball, you kind of stop.
That's right.
Okay. Right. And then I hit my ball. I watch it go. And then as I turn back to move away, you're
I
making
then
your-
move
okay.
into my spot.
Got it.
Position myself. Hopefully, I followed a good golfer who has already aligned my shot.
Right.
So now, I now have my alignment, pick my spot. I've already done my warm-up swings.
So you just go for it. Got it. Yep.
And that I try to keep under 20 seconds.
Wow.
If I hit a bad shot, no problem.
Okay.
I don't, unless I have already played a few holes, I don't hit another one.
Okay.
I just take the best shot in the group.
Another plug for myself. If you haven't watched my video on Scramble, make sure you watch that, because Joe is referring to essentially team golf. So let's say there's 4 of us and somebody's hit it in the fairway and maybe yours didn't make it to the fairway. You just pick up your ball and go wherever anyone from your team went. Is that correct?
That is correct.
Okay, so then you're not, saving time again. We're keeping up with pace of play. Correct?
And the first hole is often when people fall behind because they're not preparing.
Yeah, that is very true.
Great.
Okay, amazing. Thanks so much, Joe. This is part 1 of our 3-part series with pace of play, so make sure you watch the next 2. Thanks for watching. See you next week, but make sure if you have any questions, leave them in the comments below. This is a safe space and we'll answer as many as we possibly can. Thank you.